Dum da dee da dum da da dum da. I think we are ready to go. I do. I think we are ready to go. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, welcome to you. My name is JGarner1, your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience as we prepare to dive back into the world of Ytarios to continue the fun. Last time you guys may remember, those of you who saw, we worked on a small bridge to become a part of a path leading throughout my builds. Well, we're going to be actually making part of the path tonight, and I'm hoping that it will go well. One second. There we go. Pin the rules. And one more thing I gotta do real quick. Hey, Leo! Glad you can make it, Leo. How you doing? Doing alright? I hope so. So, like I was saying a minute ago, last time around we built this. What we have come to know as the Sun Bridge. Why is it called the Sun Bridge? Because that over there is the Moon Bridge. Can't have two moon bridges, right? Got to smooth this out a little bit, methinks. Oops. Is that all the cobble I had? Hey, Rasul! Yes, indeed you did. Your reasoning was quite simplistic, but sound. And for it, I thank you. Now, before we get on with the actual plan for tonight, I do want to make a tiny bit of adjustment to what we have so far with this bridge. Thank you. See, that right there is something I appreciate. Kindness. Let me just say, I appreciate that. Ah! Uh-oh. No, 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 no. I don't need one there. I need one right there. There we go. Hey! Please keep all messages in English. Sorry. Welcome to the channel. Hope you are doing well. I apologize for this, but we must have all messages in the chat be in English. Unfortunately, I don't know any other languages. Let me see. Ah, I see. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, Kovac. welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you are returning. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. That just vibrates in the ears so nicely, that sound. Whew. Me like. Whoops. Oops. Ah, come on. I'm not sure, Rasul. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is me just improving something I had already built. But thank you, Kodrick. Hey, Jay. I am doing a little bit of touch-up on the Sun Bridge, getting ready to make my next project. Which, my next project is actually going to be a path leading from the bridge to the dock. Now, I've already briefly talked about how I want the path to kind of flow with the land, coming from the dock, along here, around this big hole, and then over this little ridge here, and then flow smoothly out to the Sun Bridge. From there, the path will continue up along this cliffside and up to another path that we will make from the Moon Bridge leading up the cliff face. Now, of course, all of this will take time to make and make work. But I'm pretty sure we can do it. It's just going to be a matter of getting the right materials to make the path. And I already have an idea of what I want to do thanks to watching one particular fellow YouTuber, Grian. After watching Grian's recent Hermitcraft episodes, I've become inspired. I agree with him wholeheartedly that dirt path blocks do not look the best. I mean, does that look like a realistic path to you? Honestly, this has never looked like a proper path to me. It's too uniform. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take a leaf out of Grian's book and make some mud. Gonna make some mud bricks and such, as well as some coarse dirt, and try to mix some stuff together to make a good path. Now, that is going to require a bit of a process to make it all, And I want to be sure that I've got a lot on me so that we can make the path and make it good. And have plenty of material to do so. Now, thankfully, I've got gravel for making the coarse dirt. In fact, we're going to go ahead and make some of it right now. See? Simple as that. We already have 2 stacks of coarse dirt to make the path. But we also want mud. Ooh. I just remembered. I wanted to add some lanterns to the Dragonfire boat. I need to make sure I've got that with me, too. My favorite block? Honestly, I don't really have a favorite block. Not any specific one, at least. Hang on. I need my keyboard. My most hated? My most disliked would probably end up being plain diorite. Plain diorite is just yuck. At least to me. Okay, so packed mud. See, this is what I'm needing. I'm gonna need packed mud and maybe some mud bricks. But I definitely want the packed mud and coarse dirt, and I want to mix them. I want to mix them up. But I'm thinking that I probably don't have enough, whoops. I don't have any wheat. Oh, geez. I'm gonna need to plant some wheat. Do I have a hoe? I do, but it's about to break. That stinks. What about over here? Haha! A diamond hoe. Good. Well, let's see if we can enchant this baby. Enchant it! Enchant it! Ah. That's some bad enchantments. Well, let's see if we can enchant the shovel instead then. Fortune 2 would be bad on a shovel. It means we get nothing but flint from the gravel that we'll inevitably have to break down. You know what? I think we'll wait on that one. On the enchanting of that thing. I've got a couple of diamonds left over, so if this one breaks, I can always replace it. But I'd rather not have to, if it can be avoided. But I seriously don't have any more wheat at all. Wait, do I have hay bales? What just occurred to me? Aha! Hay bales! Sweet! Ah. Hay bales are pretty good. Because that means wheat. Alright, let's head over to the dock because I've got more sand there. We can cook up some sand into a little bit of glass to make a bottle. And then we can start gathering up some mud and start converting it into packed mud. That is the goal. I like that they made it so that you can get more mud. I do. I like that they make it so that you can get mud pretty easily. Oh. Well. I actually am flattered. Thank you. Thank you, Rasul. That's actually kind of flattering for you to say that. Well, thank you, Jay. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys saying that. That's big. It really is. Thank you. I hope my channel continues to be just as enjoyable in the future. I intend to be doing this kind of stuff for quite a while. So I really do hope that you guys are able to enjoy it. Haha. Oh, I already had some sand cooking. Cool. I didn't realize I was already processing some sand. Sand? Yep, sand. Anytime I think of sand, half the time I end up thinking about mumbo jumbo and Korean and... It was Iskal, right? Yeah, it was Iskal. And those guys making the architect's crew. Those were funny days. Those were fun days. Thinking about it, I only actually need to carry the one bottle to make mud. Because what I'm thinking is we're gonna find an area where there's dirt by the shore. And we're gonna convert that into mud. See what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, those guys are cool. Honestly, I love Hermitcraft. The stuff that they do on Hermitcraft is crazy fun. I'll tell you something else, and this is on a different note. I'm glad Mojang made it so that you can actually get mud without having to go to the mangrove. Because the nearest mangrove area is way away from here. As we found out, the closest mangrove place to where I am based is thousands of blocks away. If you go back and look at my earlier streams in this series, in Ytarios, you'll see I had to travel thousands of blocks to get there. No joke. Yep, I knew it. I thought I saw that guy out of the corner of my eye earlier. And I knew he was gonna make himself a nuisance. Yeah. Mango biome. Yeah, the mangrove biome is a real pain to move through. To move on top of, not so much. It's actually kind of fun running around on top of the mangrove biome. This process would still be a lot quicker if we only had other ways. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Honestly, I think it would be I think it would be Green. I think for a favorite YouTuber, I'd end up picking Green. Because the guy has a good sense of humor, and he does something that I really enjoy. He plays Minecraft. This may sound weird, but I almost feel like he and I could be good friends if we were to ever be able to meet in real life. Or even just meeting in Minecraft would be awesome. I wish there was another tool that could get through this quicker. Ooh, Well, I'm sorry you missed your, I am sorry you missed your practice. Kinda... It's a little concerning. That's kind of a... I don't know what to tell you moment. Yeah, that's alright, man. The important thing isn't that there's definitely people here during the stream. The important thing is that people watch the stream when they can. One of the main things you'll hear me say around here is real life comes first. If there's stuff you gotta do, go do it. I don't mind. Did I bring my bed over here? No, I did not. Great. I didn't bring my bed. That's not good. I need to get back over to the dock, and I need to get there quickly. Come on, hurry, 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 hurry! Into the bed. Phew. Good. Made it. So far we got one stack of packed mud. Yeah, now that looks more like a path. That does. That looks more like a path. Bounce that around with a bit of coarse and regular dirt. And if we could find another block to go with it, that'd be good too. Hang on a second. I want to see, can I find... Nah. There he is.
The best.
Don't do that to me. Let's see if I can see what else is used in there. Okay, he does use... I was taking a glance back at Grian's latest episode to see what other blocks he might have used in his path. Because, like I said, that's where I got the idea to use mud, to use packed mud for that. Because I really like the way it ends up looking. And I think it's mostly, what he used was mostly packed mud and packed mud bricks, with a sprinkling of dirt, coarse dirt, and there was one other block that I can't identify. But I figure if we do that sort of thing, we can make a path that looks really, really good. Go ahead and convert that first stack of mud to mud bricks. To drop off this sand and some of the cobble we've been carrying. I might intersperse just a little bit of cobblestone in the path to imply that there were rocks on the path at one point, or that the path might have been more built up at one point. Someone may have tried to cobblestone it. Hey, Enya! Glad you can make it to the stream. How you doing? How are you doing tonight, bro? Doing good? Me hope so. I truly do. I do. Good, good. Good to hear that you're doing good. Back in my bottle. Now that's... See, that's what I should do to make my mud. Let's make a wall in the water out of dirt. And then use the bottle to soak it all. But I'm kind of doing the same thing just on the ground. I'm going to have the water and the dirt be at my feet. Yep, there is indeed. That's these. That's what I was saying a minute ago. I'm thinking I'm going to use a mix of packed mud, mud bricks, and dirt to make the path. And I might see if I can find some other blocks that will fit that same general color range. Do I hear a dog? I do, I hear wolves. But I don't have any bones with me. And even if I did, I already have a bunch of wolves back at my base. So, I don't need any more wolves right now. What I find kind of funny is now that there's mud and mud bricks, people have a new way to build and stylize a dirt hut if they really want to. And I bring that up because the thought occurs that with that, dirt huts are not such a crazy idea anymore. It's not such a laughable notion. Brown wool, brown concrete powder. Ooh. That's a thought. Brown wool. Kinda looks like it might fit for darker patches. Because some of the path does have to be kind of darker. Probably. There will probably have to be some darker spots in the path. So maybe. Nice suggestion there, Enya. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can... I'm gonna need to go get more dirt. I didn't realize I was so low on dirt now. Whoa, okay. Wow. What a hole. Interesting. It's sounding like my next off-stream game may need to be FF7. Or FF7 Remake, I mean. I actually haven't played that yet. Come to think of it. Have it! Haven't played it yet. I don't know why. Nope. Haven't played it yet. Had thought about playing it soon, but haven't played it yet. It's funny, of the newer fantasies, I've played 15. No others. Just 15. But I loved it. I will say that. I loved it. Won't talk about it too much, but... Ooh, nice. Rebirth. Is that the next installment for that one? 'Cause... correct me if I'm wrong, but... with this remake one, did they split it up into multiple, like, episode games? That's what I thought. Because that's what I thought it was. 3 parts. Ha. Yeah, I haven't even played the first one. I should at some point. Yeah, that may be my next off-stream game at some point soon. Whoops. Put that back. I said put that back, and all I can think of is, Baggins. It's a tad excessive, isn't it? You have a cheese knife? Cheese knife! Eats it by the bloke. The one downside to not doing a whole lot of trading with villagers and choosing to stick to that, no super good tools at the start. But it is giving me reason to kind of take my time a little bit more, so I'm not too upset about it. Yep, that's also true, Enya. Gotta get... Ow. That's one thing that I miss about the mouse. Playing on PS4, I remember I learned one of the things I miss most about the mouse. Wearing in my hand pretty bad. The only problem is now it's a little harder to get it up. I feel like I had another shovel at one point. I'll go back to base and see if I can find that other shovel. So I'm pretty sure I did have another shovel. Either that or what it is I disenchanted this shovel. In which case, now I'm questioning my decision to do that. Thanks, Anya. Yeah, starting to head that way. I think it's still going to be a little bit before we hit actual nighttime. But thanks for the heads up. Can't put the fish in there. I'm gonna have to put it in there. Pop that oak plank in there too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the base so that we can see if there is another shovel back there. If not, then I may have to just make another shovel and enchant both shovels with whatever I can afford right now. I think after we do some path building, I will end up having to move on to another more technical project. A mob farm. Or mob grinder. simply so that I can have a way to get some XP. I really wish that dungeons were still able to be found on the map thing. That the whole seed map site thing could still find you dungeons. Unfortunately, that went out the window with one of the last few updates. And I say it's sadly because sometimes it is good or useful to be able to find those dungeons so quick. Because then you get the spawner. Okay, so I think it was this shovel was... It was either this shovel was already enchanted and I disenchanted it to try and get something better, or it might be that I broke the other shovel and this one was the replacement. Efficiency 2. And I know this is kind of wasting levels, but if I am going to end up going after a mob farm soon, or a mob grinder, then it's kind of a moot point to worry about losing levels right now, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, bedtime. Hey, and this time it actually let me go to bed on my first click. Excellent. Normally it takes several clicks. Nah. Ooh. Still remember that long journey we had to take from our base all the way out to a mangrove swamp so that I could get mangrove propagules from a mangrove swamp. That was quite the trip. Oh my goodness. Making that whole excursion, making that whole journey out to the mangrove was so irritating. Irritating, tiring, frustrating. Especially since at first we went to the wrong coordinates. But we figured it out in the end. We got what we went out there for, so can't really complain in the long run. I love the horn. It's weird, but I like the horns in the game. With one or two exceptions. There are a couple that are just weird sounding to me, but I think most of the horns are pretty cool. They sound pretty good. let's gather up this mud. We'll make it into packed mud. And then I think we can go back and start working on some of the path. Packed mud. No idea, honestly. I only know that I need a lot. If the mangrove swamp was close enough, I'll be honest, I'd have gone ahead and made the journey to the mangrove swamp and just devastated its muddy surface. But it's, like I said before, thousands of blocks away. Not exactly interested in going all that distance. Not when, as time-consuming as it may be, I could even more easily just do what I am doing and use a bottle of water and the dirt from around my home area to do a bunch of mud making. Indeed, Enya, indeed. It is that. Hang on. I think I lost something. Oh, nope, there it is. Thanks. I hope it continues to look good. I'm kinda out of my comfort zone on doing this sort of thing. Whoa. Okay, yeah, this actually is looking good. Huh. How the heck did I manage to do that? I actually managed to make it look good. That's kind of unusual for me, in my perspective. Uh-oh. We're out of mud. Or packed mud. That's not so good. Well, I've got a solution. Not the most imaginative, not the easiest to execute, but it'll work, I suppose. Yep, more grinding. In this case, I'll have to grind for some more wheat so I can make more packed mud. Try to lay it up under these trees so that I don't have a bunch of mobs spawning over here. That is one of the biggest dangers about having trees around and trying to farm them. You end up having monsters that decide they want to spawn in the shade of the trees. And then they don't burn up when the daylight comes, and then the skeletons try to snipe you, the zombies come running after you. Well, not so much running as trudging. Kind of slow like this. It's kind of a trudge. But you know, the mud bricks kind of make it seem like interesting, Rasul. The packed mud bricks kind of already make it look like this path was one someone tried to make, you know, they tried to make it an official road, but it got worn down and reduced to mud. Got kind of worn over years. So this works out really good. I'm just gonna define a little better this spot here. I like it. I like how this is going. And like I said, this is unusual for me. I don't normally do stuff like this. And when I have tried to do stuff like this, I don't normally end up liking it that much. But that mud path is actually very nice. This is actually going to be very fun. This is going to be good. And I've kind of tried to make it so that it'll be a little bit windy. And kind of flow with the land a little. So hopefully, what I've done will do that effort justice. And I don't know if we even need the coarse dirt. It certainly feels like it is. In fact, it feels like it's going very well. The one problem we have now is I don't have any more wheat to turn into, to make the mud into packed mud, which is unfortunate. Because that means we're going to have to do some wheat farming. And I don't have a very big farm back at the base for wheat farming. So what I'm thinking is right up here we're going to make a temporary large wheat field. Oof. You know what? I'm gonna replicate that because I respect that. Anyway, put a hole here, 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 here. And this will kind of be like a little island in the middle of it all. I need water. What was that? Oh, that's cobble that I've placed there before. Yep, more good old grinding. Back to the old grind. The old grind. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something a little different here. I'm gonna make a little pond here. Now I've got an aesthetically pleasant infinite water source to fill these holes with water. But before we can do that, I need to come back over here and take a nap, because it is bedtime again. Hello, cow. Goodbye, cow. Not gonna pass up a chance to hunt and get a little more XP. Not to mention other things that I can make use of. So for the moment, we're going to basically taking a break from making the mud to work on making wheat to convert mud into packed mud. So we're definitely still making progress on getting the mud we need. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Now I need seeds. Well, I know I've got tons of those back at the base, so let's go grab them. It does kind of also make sense for there to be some crops close to the docks, because hey, the fisherman down at the dock is going to need food too. It's going to need more than just fish. You eat only one thing all the time and it's going to make you sick. So logically, a fisherman would want to have something else around that he can use for prepping up food. In this case, wheat, most likely for bread. And for some reason, thinking on that part a little more, just makes me go yuck. Yucca. I don't need these 8s. These 8 dirt blocks can be just dumped. Pardon me. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Came back here to get some seeds. Seeds, please. Oh, well, thank you, Rasul. Thank you. Out of curiosity, who are the other two? Can't say I've heard of that one. Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder, can I make packed mud into slabs? I guess we'll find out later. I know you can make mud bricks into slabs. Ah, I see. Well, my wishes of good fortune to them, I suppose. Alright, Rasul. See you later. Alright. Thanks, Anya. Alright, so the wheat field has been planted. Or started planting, at least. Most of it's planted. Now it's just a matter of waiting for it to grow. And in the meantime, making some more dirt into mud. So let's go over to the little pond that I made for taking care of making the mud itself. And we can sleep there and then get on with the rest of the mud making process. I need a little more dirt to fill this in.
No.
So this process is probably going to take a while, and I don't think it's going to be done for a while. And I say that mainly because of the wheat farm. The wheat farm is going to take a while to grow, unfortunately. So that's more mud made. But again, the process is going to take a while because of all the wheat we're going to need. We need to grow enough wheat to turn all that mud into packed mud, and that is the part that's going to take some time. And really the only thing I'm going to be doing during that time is most likely making more mud. But if I'm over there making the mud, this wheat field isn't growing over here. It's the flaw in the setup. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to start stocking up on the mud and the wheat, and then next time we can work some more on the road and hopefully get it made at least up to the Sun Bridge, and possibly from there onward to the more stone-heavy Moon Bridge path. Which, again, that's the path that's going to go from that bridge over there, which I'm calling the Moon Bridge, up the cliffside, just hugging the cliffside, and up to the plateau, where the next big phase of this region's construction will happen. But for right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this session to a close by saying thank you all ever so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream, or if you're watching it afterwards, I hope you enjoy watching the video of it. But for now, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you all did enjoy, please be sure to leave likes, comment, subscribe, and slap that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream. Until then, I am JGarter1, your guide bard and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see you all next time right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!